Hi friends, my name's Sophie and welcome to your 20-minute beginner yoga workout. We are going to go ahead and get started on our backs, laying down. So come onto your back, bend your knees, bring your feet flat on the ground, and then take your feet as wide as the mat and let the knees knock together. And rest your hands on your knees, or on your belly. Rest your hand on your belly. Take a deep breath in, fill all the way up, fill the belly, and exhale, let everything go. So when you inhale, feel the belly rise under your hands. So you're really using the full capacity of your diaphragm. And then exhale, feel it drop back down. Once more, inhale. Exhale. Good. Slowly start to slide your feet under your knees and bring the right knee into your chest and take your left leg long. Good, now circle your right ankle 3 times in each direction. Once you've gone 3 times in each direction, you're going to take your leg straight up and interlace your hands behind your right thigh. If your leg doesn't go straight all the way, no big deal. We'll get there. Flex and point your foot. So in yoga, just to make it easy, when we say flex, it means draw the toes towards your shin. Point means point your toes away from your shin. So flex and point, you should feel that into your calf muscles, maybe your hamstrings as well. Good. Now bring your knee back into your chest and take your knee over to the left side. Really let your hips lift and go over to the left and take your right arm out to the right. Feel your right shoulder opening. Feel the stretch into the spine, into the lower back, maybe into the right hip. And then bring your knee back up to center. And switch legs. Bring your left knee into your chest and your right leg long. Circle your left ankle around 3 times in each direction. Go slow. A lot of people tend to rush. So all of my pets are coming into the shot right now. But just focus on your body. And take your left leg straight up. Interlace your hands behind your left thigh. Make sure your right toes are pointing up as well so the right leg is engaged. And we're going to flex and point that left foot a few times. So you'll probably feel it in the front of the ankle as well, which feels really good, the top of the foot. And the goal of this practice is just to feel into our bodies, start to develop a connection with our bodies, a deeper connection. Now let's bring the knee back into your chest. And with your right hand on top of your knee, bring your knee over to the right side. Take your left arm out to the left. And don't be afraid to really let your spine twist all the way over to the right. Sometimes people ask, is your shoulder supposed to be down? Is your knee supposed to be down? Not really either one of them. You're just kind of opening up. Neither of mine are touching. But depending on your body, it might be different. Good. Now bring your knees back up to center. Hug both knees into your chest. Awesome. And take your legs straight up to the sky, straight as you can. Put your hands by your sides and then lower your legs down so they're hovering an inch off the ground. And then lift your legs back up. Lower the legs down and lift them back up. Lower them down and lift. Let's go one more time. Lower your legs so they're hovering. Lift your legs up. Good. Now keep your legs straight up. Take your arms overhead and drop your left leg down with your right leg lifted. Good. Now with your left hand, touch towards your right foot. Good. Now come back, lower the right knee, take the right leg, take the left leg up, and with your right hand, touch your left foot. Bring your arms back behind, lower the left leg, lift the right leg, touch your right foot with your left hand, and then we switch sides. Left leg comes up, Right leg goes down, touch the foot. Good. Take your arms overhead, take both legs down and release all the way to the ground. Stretch out your whole body. Good, and we'll rise right up into a seat. Well, right up into tabletop. So come onto your hands and knees here. So we've engaged the core a little bit. We're going to go into a plank. So take your legs back behind you. In a plank, you want to press your thighs to the sky, but keep your hips low, but not too low. So the common faults I see is people bring their hips down here and they're sinking into their shoulders and into their back. Sometimes people are a little too high. So we want to find a nice straight line. You're really pressing away from the ground, using the strength of your arms and legs and core all at the same time. Take one more breath. Good, and then set your knees down on the ground. We're going to take child's pose. Take your knees wide and your feet together and rest your head on the ground. Take a big breath in and breath out. So again, your knees are as wide as the mat, your toes are together, and your hands are on the ground and your forehead is on the ground. Can you walk your fingertips a little further forward? Good, and slowly come up into tabletop. All right, we're going to go to down dog here. So tuck your toes and lift your knees and hips for downward facing dog. A good measurement for down dog is you come into a plank and then you go back to down dog without having to walk your hands back. So your heels will probably be lifted, your knees have a little bend in them, they're not locked out, and your hips are lifted really high. Draw your belly in just a little bit. Good, and then we'll walk the feet all the way up. Take little tiny steps to get your feet to the front of the mat. And just fold here for a second. Feel those hamstrings starting to turn on. Take a deep breath in and breath out. And then slowly stand up, bend your knees a little as you roll all the way up to stand. The shoulders come back and down. Good, place your hands on your hips here and step your right foot back into a high lunge. So bend into your front knee. Your hips are squared forward to the front of the mat. Your core is engaged. Reach your arms up. Good. Inhale. On your exhale, shift forward and take your arms back behind you. And then again, inhale, reach your arms up. So your legs pretty much stay the same. You're just hinging forward at your hips. Exhale, arms back, shift forward. Let's do 2 more of those. Inhale. Exhale, shift forward. And then inhale, reach your arms up. Hands on your hips. Exhale. Good. Now step your right foot back to meet the left at the front of the mat. Breath in and breath out. All right, step your left leg back. So this is challenging for the leg. So if you're feeling tired, that's completely normal. Make sure your hips are facing forward. Back heel is lifted. Now lift your arms up. Inhale, balance here. And exhale, take your upper body forward, arms back. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, arms back, shift forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, airplane. Once more, keep that front knee bent. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach the arms up. Hands on your hips. Exhale, pause here. And then step to the front of the mat. Shake out those legs. Great job. All right, now we're going to step the right foot back again. And then from there, we're going to lower the right leg down and then lift it back up. Lower the leg, lift it up. Lower the knee and lift. Once more, lower and lift. Step to the front of the mat. Breathe. All right, step your left leg back. Lower the knee, lift it back up. So we're building our strength here. Lower, lift, keep going. 2 more. Lower and lift and lower. Lift. Step to the front of the mat. Shake it out. Now reach your arms up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, cactus, and take a little back bend. Little tiny one from the upper back. Inhale, reach your arms straight up and lengthen your spine. And exhale, hands to the ground. Forward fold. Step back to down dog. Shift forward to plank. Let your knees set down right where they land. So just set them down. Good. So you're not here in table. Your knees are a little further back. And we're going to lower it down halfway. So bend your elbows. So go forward and lower down. And then press yourself back up. So this is a modified chaturanga. When you go down, it's different than a push-up. A push-up, your elbows go out a little wider. I want your elbows to be grazing the sides of your rib cage. So your elbows go back. But first, check in with your inner elbows, the eyes of the elbows. Make sure those are pointing forward, the inside of your arms. And then lower down and lift back up. I know this is hard stuff. Let's do 2 more. Lower, press yourself up. You got it. Once more. Lower and lift. Good. Child's pose. So your knees go wide. You walk your hands down, set your forehead on the ground. Let's walk the hands back up, come back into table. And we'll do a couple rounds of cat-cows here. So as you inhale, drop your belly and pull your shoulders back. So you're tilting your pelvis forward. And exhale, you're rounding, you're tucking the tailbone, tilting the pelvis back, round the neck, and keep going like that. So inhale, open. Exhale, round the spine. Good. Once more, inhale. Exhale. And come back to neutral. All right. Lower all the way, come all the way down to the belly. Keep your hands right underneath your shoulders, palms are flat. And lift up for cobra, which means you're pressing yourself away from the ground. And a lot of people, they immediately straighten the arms and they're dumping into the low back and they crank their neck back. And all of that is over time not going to be great for your body. So what I want you to do is come back down. Lift yourself up, keep a slight bend of the elbows, draw the shoulders back, and engage your glute muscles. And so you can feel more engagement here. The shoulder blades pull together. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, lower down to the ground. Press yourself back up into tabletop. Good, and then we'll come into a seat. So you're gonna take the legs out in front of you, come into a seat here, and actually come all the way down to the back. So lay all the way down and take your arms down by your sides and lift your hips up for bridge. So your hips lift. You just look straight up to the sky. Maybe you get your shoulder blades a little closer together under your back. Press your palms onto the ground. Take an inhale. And exhale, lower your hips all the way down to the ground. Good. From here, cross your right ankle over your left thigh for figure 4. And grab the back of your left thigh. Pull the leg towards you and push the right knee away from you. So your right hand goes in between your legs to grab on. You're interlacing your hands behind your left thigh. And the more you push your right knee away from you as you pull the left knee in towards you, the better stretch you'll get here in your glutes. Good, and then release the foot back down, uncross your legs, take your left leg over your right leg, lift your right foot up and grab the back of your right thigh, pull the leg towards you, push your left knee away from you, soften your shoulders and relax your head to the ground. And just return your mind to your breath. Just follow the breath in and out. Be grateful for fostering this connection with your body. It's really a powerful thing. Take one more breath here. And we'll uncross the legs, or release the foot down, uncross the legs. Bring your feet together, your knees wide, and take your arms overhead. They can either be in a cactus shape, or you can grab onto your wrists, which I think is a little more comfortable, or you can grab onto your elbows. Take a big breath in, out of your mouth, exhale. Big breath in through your nose and out of your mouth. Good. Bring your knees up into your chest again. And this time grab onto the outer edges of your feet and then reach them up so it's like you're trying to stamp them on the ceiling, the bottoms of the feet on the ceiling. Let your knees open up to the sides. This is happy baby. You're welcome to kind of rock side to side here in happy baby. Try to keep the head resting down on the ground. Inhale. And on your exhale, you release the legs all the way down to the ground for Shavasana, which means you do nothing. You lay on the mat. You let your legs go wide, your arms be a little bit wide, so your body's fully resting. There's no effort. Palms face up or down, whatever feels most effortless in your body. And we'll just spend 1 or 2 minutes in silence here, resting with the breath. And just try for the next 1 or 2 minutes to only pay attention to the space right between your eyebrows. Can you just focus all of your awareness there and hold your attention right there? And I'll guide you right back in a moment. And together, let's begin to bring a little movement into the fingers and toes. Stretch your arms overhead to wake up the body, full body stretch. And then roll yourself over onto one side. And slowly press up to a seat. Well, thank you for joining that quick practice. A couple things. As a beginner, if you really want to enhance your practice, I highly recommend purchasing 2 yoga blocks. As you move through more of your yoga practice, you'll want to use those blocks to support you. They're very, very helpful if you're practicing at home. And if you really want to focus on flexibility, because today was more of strength, but if you want to focus more on flexibility, I have a lower body stretch routine class, which you'll see pop up on the screen right here, which you can go to next if you want, or save it for another day. If you enjoyed the class, please comment and let me know what you thought of it so that I know you're here, so I know you're watching, and like the video and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Thank you so much. Let's bring the hands together to just bow together to our practice. So let's bow together. Namaste. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day or evening.